Chevrolet just announced 6 updates to the 2026 Traverse that are going to transform this 3-row SUV from a practical family hauler into something you'll actually want to drive every day. If you've been putting off buying a new SUV because everything feels like a compromise between space, style, and technology, these updates solve every problem that's been holding you back. While most automakers are making their SUVs more expensive and more complicated, Chevrolet is making the Traverse more practical and more attractive without breaking your budget. Number 6. New color options. Polar White Tri-Coat joins the lineup as a premium finish that isn't just another white option. The Tri-Coat process adds depth and richness that makes the Traverse look more expensive than its price suggests. Therefore, you won't feel embarrassed pulling up to upscale locations. Sandstone Gray addresses the frustration of choosing between darker shades that show every speck of dust and bright whites that blind everyone in the morning sun. This sophisticated neutral works equally well in professional parking lots and suburban driveways. However, Chevrolet is discontinuing Iridescent Pearl Tri-Coat and Harvest Bronze Metallic, eliminating unique finishes that helped your Traverse stand out in crowded parking lots. Therefore, if you're drawn to either discontinued color, this could be your last chance before they disappear forever. But having the perfect color means nothing if you can't even get into your SUV when your hands are full, which brings us to a technology update that's going to change your daily routine completely. Number 5. Key Card for Driver Confidence Package. Picture this. You're juggling a baby carrier, groceries, and a diaper bag while trying to get to your SUV before the rain starts, but your key fob is buried somewhere in your purse. The 2026 Traverse eliminates this daily frustration with a feature that brings Tesla-style convenience to Chevrolet's family SUV. The Driver Confidence Package is gaining a physical key card that gives you complete access to the SUV and allows you to start it without ever pulling a traditional key fob from your pocket. This isn't just a backup key, but rather a complete solution for the chaos of family life. The real benefit becomes clear when you consider how often traditional key fobs break, get lost, or run out of battery at the worst possible moment. You know that sinking feeling when your key fob stops working in the school parking lot. The key card provides reliable backup that's thin enough to slip into a wallet, but it also works as a primary access method. For the LT trim specifically, this package adds a rear camera mirror that solves one of the most annoying problems with 3-row SUVs. When your kids load up the back seats with equipment and friends, your traditional rear view mirror becomes useless. The camera mirror transforms this view into a video display that shows what's actually behind the vehicle. These updates are impressive, but they're worthless if you can't fit your family comfortably inside the vehicle, which is where the Traverse's most important strength becomes obvious. Number 4. Class-leading interior space. The Traverse delivers room for up to 8 passengers when equipped with the second-row bench. Front-row passengers get 44.3 inches of legroom, which matters when you're the family chauffeur spending hours behind the wheel. But where the Traverse really shines is the second row, where 41.5 inches of legroom means adults can ride comfortably on long trips without feeling punished for not claiming the front seat. The third row provides 32.1 inches of legroom, which eliminates the awkward conversation about who has to suffer in the back. Most competitors force third-row passengers into uncomfortable positions, but the Traverse maintains dignity for adult passengers. Cargo space is where the Traverse truly dominates the competition. Behind the third row, you get 22.9 cubic feet of storage, which means you can actually fit everyone's luggage without playing Tetris in your driveway. Fold the third row down, and space expands to 56.6 cubic feet, but drop all rear seats and you're looking at 97.6 cubic feet of hauling capacity. The Kia Telluride offers 21 cubic feet behind its third row and maxes out at 87 cubic feet with seats folded. The Honda Pilot provides just 18.6 cubic feet in its smallest configuration. Therefore, the Traverse offers significantly more practical space for families who actually use their SUV's capacity. Space is critical, but it's completely wasted if you're embarrassed to be seen driving your family hauler, which is exactly what Chevrolet has finally addressed. Number 3. Attractive exterior. For years, buying a Traverse meant accepting that you were choosing function over form, but that compromise has disappeared. This might be the first generation of Traverse that people will buy because they want to be seen in it, not just because they need the space. The biggest problem with the previous generation was that it looked like a minivan trying to pretend it was an SUV. Chevrolet's design team has transformed what was previously a purely functional vehicle into something that actually looks intentional and confident on the road. The front end features a bold grille design that gives the Traverse presence without looking overdone. fun, but the real improvement comes from better proportions throughout the vehicle. Chunkier styling elements create shadows and definition that make the Traverse appear more substantial and expensive. When you're spending SUV money, you want your vehicle to look like it's worth what you paid. The rear end receives particular attention with updated taillights that wrap around the corners and create a wider visual appearance. This matters because the back of an SUV is what most people see in traffic, but the previous Traverse looked generic from behind. The new design creates a signature that's recognizable and actually attractive. Looking good is important, but performance matters more when you're hauling your family around town, which is where the engine update becomes the real game changer. Number 2. Efficient Turbo 4. Nothing kills the excitement of owning a large SUV quite like watching your fuel gauge drop toward empty during routine errands. Under the hood, the 2026 Traverse proves that 4 cylinders can replace 6 without compromise, thanks to a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine that delivers both power and efficiency improvements over the previous V6. The anxiety of merging onto busy highways with a vehicle full of family members is real, but the Turbo 4 produces 315 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque that eliminates this concern completely. Turbocharging delivers peak torque at much lower RPM than the old naturally aspirated V6, which means better acceleration from traffic lights and more confident highway merging. Fuel economy improvements make a difference in your monthly budget. The front-wheel drive Traverse achieves 20 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway, while all-wheel drive models deliver 19 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway. These ratings mean fewer interruptions to your schedule and more money staying in your wallet. But even the best engine means nothing if you're fighting with outdated technology every time you get behind the wheel, which brings us to the most impressive update of all. Number 1. Tech features. Few things are more frustrating than spending SUV money only to feel like you're driving technology from 5 years ago, but the 2026 Traverse transforms how families interact with their vehicle through features that rival luxury SUVs costing twice as much. The 17.7-inch infotainment touchscreen dominates the dashboard and eliminates the squinting and poking that comes with small, unresponsive displays. The system runs Google-based software that integrates seamlessly with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which means your phone connects automatically when you get in the vehicle. Super Cruise, hands-free driving technology represents the most significant advancement for families who spend hours each week in highway traffic. The stress and fatigue of constant stop-and-go commuting takes a toll on parents managing busy schedules, but this system allows the Traverse to steer, accelerate, and brake automatically on compatible highways while you remain alert. The enhanced driving package includes Super Cruise, but also adds enhanced automatic parking assist that solves one of the most stressful parts of driving a large SUV. Trying to parallel park while other drivers wait impatiently creates anxiety that many families want to avoid. The parking system can identify suitable spaces and steer the vehicle into them while you control the pedals. Driver Attention Assist monitors your alertness and provides warnings if you appear distracted or drowsy, addressing a serious concern for parents managing early morning school runs. Audio system upgrades include a Bose 12-speaker setup with subwoofer that transforms the Traverse into a mobile entertainment center. Connectivity features include wireless phone charging, 6 USB ports throughout the cabin, and available 120-volt outlet that address modern family life where multiple devices need power simultaneously. The 2026 Traverse transforms from just another family SUV into a vehicle that actually solves real problems. The new colors give you premium options without premium prices. The key card eliminates daily access frustrations. The massive interior space means everyone rides comfortably. These updates address every major complaint families have had about 3-row SUVs. You no longer have to choose between space and style, efficiency and performance, or advanced technology and user-friendly operation. For families who've been waiting for an SUV that gets everything right, the 2026 Traverse might just be worth the wait. But let's not pretend like there are no excellent alternatives in the segment, like the 2026 Mazda CX-90 you can check out in our next video. If you think this is just another mainstream SUV pretending to be premium, it won't take much time before you figure out you were wrong. Mazda is stylish, elegant, and refined, but it also rides on a premium platform with inline-6 engines, typically reserved for SUVs with premium badges.